everybody, Diesel from Imagineyourgoddess here, and I'm showing you guys my third place deck from Ohio Qualifiers. It's a Blaukluger deck, as you guys know. I start with Morgenrot. Originally, I was playing with Blaukluger. I was using the entire chain, and I like using the entire chain. I find it to be more consistent as an overall whole, but the amount of pressure that Morgenrot puts on cannot be ignored. Whenever your Blau Van hits, you get to counterblast one, look at the top 3 cards, take a Blau, put it into your hand, and shuffle. It's pretty good for a deck that just got a whole archetype. So, that's why I run them. I run 7 crits in this deck, 3 of which are Red Lightning. Red Lightning helps you unflip damage and lets you do more stuff with Blau. You can't ignore that. 4 copies of a heal trigger, surprise, surprise, and 5 copies of a draw trigger. You guys know me as a 7-5 player, and it worked really well for me this weekend. I was really glad that I got to get consistent hands to do more things with Blaus. So I liked it. Alright, on to grade 1s. Grade 1, Perfect Shield. This one has Blau in the name. Great to search with Morgenrot. Okay, then I run 4 copies of Claydol Mechanic for the unflipping so that I can do more damage. And the Winds of Fate. 4 copies of Polarstern. Polarstern is the Blau 10k attacker. Please remember, players of Blau, Polarstern does not have Blau in the name. So you cannot use Blau effects using Polarstern. That is how we got our first loss in the tournament. And just letting you guys know, I'm not perfect either. It happens. But overall, it's a mistake anyone could make, but I made it first, so welcome to the group. And then 2 copies of Flower Ray Leprechaun. Flower Ray Leprechaun's ability is Counterblast 1 when your Vanguard with Blau in its name attacks and hits a Vanguard. You can stand it and give it 5,000 power till end of turn. Note that this creature does not have to be rested in order to get the 5k boost. You can stand it from not being stood, and it'll still work. So, it's a good 5k boost. Worthwhile. Okay. Then, in the grade 2s, I run 4 copies of Mars Blaukluger. It's got Blau in the name, and it does the same thing Flower Ray Leprechaun does. Really good combo. Keep Flower Ray and Mars on your rear guard, and then when your attack with Blau hits, Counterblast 2, and you got a 26k column. It doesn't matter if you swung with it or not, you have a 26k column. So, useful. Blaukluger, 4 copies. Blaukluger's ability to unflip damage when you hit a Vanguard with it as the Vanguard is very, very good in this deck. It allows you to use multiple effects off of 1 damage. So, yeah, do that. Finally, I run 3 copies of Jupiter Blaukluger. He's a 10k attacker, but he has Blaukluger in his name. So, more Blaus means more abilities. Okay, finally into the grade 3s. I run 2 copies of Sturm Blaukluger, the original Blaukluger grade 3. If you have Blaukluger in your soul, he gets plus 1,000, so you got a nice 11k Vanguard. And you can counterblast 2 and choose 2 Nova Grapplers from your hand and discard them when the attack hits a Vanguard to stand him and all units in the same column as him. He loses Twin Drive. So, this one is the one that you use early in game, when you only have 1 or 2 damage, 2 or 3 damage rather, and you want to try to get more attacks off. It doesn't matter if you lose Twin Drive because you're already putting pressure on your opponent by standing the Vanguard. Okay? Then I run 3 copies of Mon Blaukluger. That's the Break Ride. His Break Ride ability is that when you Break Ride over him, 10,000 to the Vanguard, and it gets the ability that when the Vanguard attacks a Vanguard, you can counterblast 1 and stand all of your Nova Grappler units. Okay? This is a big deal when you're not riding into Galaxy. It can help when you're riding into Galaxy, but more often than not, it's really good when you have to ride into Stern after riding Mon. So, often it means that you can attack 5-6 times with a Vanguard. It's pretty intense. And then I run 3 copies of Galaxy Blaukluger. Galaxy Blaukluger is the new boss for this, the cross ride. So if you have Stern Blau in the soul, he gets plus 2,000 and is a constant 13. And he has Limit Break 4. Choose 2 of your Nova Grapplers from your hand, discard them, and Counterblast 2. When a Vanguard or a Rearguard with Blau in its card name attack hits a Vanguard, you can pay that cost. If you do, stand it and everything in the column with it. This card does not lose Twin Drive, and that ability can only be used once per turn. Unlike regular Stern, that can be used as many times as you have the ability to use the damage. Okay? One of the big things about this card is that it only is going to work the first time that the ability can trigger. So if you play Galaxy Blau and you swing with a Rearguard first and your opponent lets it hit, then you can use his effect right then, but he's already stood. So you're just wasting cards from your hand. And it's the only time that you get a chance to do this ability. So when you ride into Galaxy, remember to attack with Galaxy first. It's important. Now, a lot of people don't run Mond and Galaxy in the same deck for that reason, because they think, why would you want to stand all your rear guards if you have to attack with your Vanguard first? Well, what you do is you use your rear guards to attack at their rear guards, then you swing with Galaxy, use Mond's effect, stand your rear guards all up, and you are getting your one opportunity to stand Galaxy off of Galaxy's attack. If they block it, then you have 2 more chances with your rear guards. So all in all, it's 5 attacks. They're all really strong attacks, and you could get a Twin Drive going. And if your opponent's really bad, they'll wait until your last guy hits so that you can stand Galaxy Blau. Then you can swing with them again and use Mond's effect again. So,
if it does get to stand, you can swing with your rear guards after it stands and go into trigger the ability as well.
Yes,
You
correct.
mentioned that.
So, all in all, very versatile deck, very powerful deck. Okay? I hope you guys give this a shot. This deck is slowly climbing up in price because it's got seen a lot in the Ohio regionals. First, second, and third place all had their own versions of Mond. So, try it out yourself. Let me know in the comments what you think. As always, I will talk to you guys later.